What is going on, guys? It's Rick again with another video. I know it's been a while, it's been a month. Uh but yeah, I'm back hopefully to stay and to bring you guys all the games that I've been playing during this last months, and it's been a lot of games, I will say, a lot of ups and downs, but I'm here to cover it because I really want to do this series from zero to hero, you know what I'm saying? Uh, so yeah, context for this match. So this match is the second round of the tournament that I started covering the last video. So it was Open de Verão dos Galitos, and this second round I won my first round, and second round I'm paired against Gonçalo Coelho. And if you guys been here for a while, you know that I've played this player before. I actually played him in the third division. He's from Colégio Português, a really strong team of kids, and yeah, he's a very strong player. I actually beat him the one time that we played. I was playing the white pieces. It was a French. It was kind of crazy, but it was not nice and awesome. And now I'm playing the black piece, so he gets his revenge. Let's see how the game started. So he played e4, and here did I did an opening. I played an opening that I never played in this series before. Just uh yeah, it's d5, and yeah, the Scandi. And some people, just out of context a little bit, some people say like, oh, like you don't mind having YouTube channel where you cover all the things, like people can prep against you and see what you play. I mean, I play everything with the black pieces, everything that you can imagine, and even with the white pieces. I can play b3, I can play d4, I can play e4, I can play knight f3. So I don't really care about people preparing against me, because they will just waste their time, because I'm probably not gonna play what they prepared to. And even if they prepared, I mean, good luck preparing better than me. Right. So yeah, rant over. Let's go into the game. So he took the pawn, of course, and I played knight f6. I prefer this line over queen takes d5. He played knight f3, knight takes d5, d4, bishop g4, bishop e2, knight c6, and castle. So yeah, he went for a very calm approach, very just simple, which I like to face, honestly. It doesn't bring me any problems. And yeah, I know this back and forth. E6, uh, rook e1, bishop e7, just develop normally, and he plays c4. So, like, when you play c4, you really commit to c4. And honestly, I like to see this move because, yeah, just knight b6, and we have a game. Like, these pawns can, you can say that white has a really big center, and I'm kind of cramped, but at the same time these pawns are, can be weak, because they need pieces protecting them. And yeah, I would say that I'm more developed than white here. So yeah, let's see. Played knight bd2, I played castles, played h3, bishop f5, and he went knight f1. So here I knew that this was probably not that good for white, because it's just slow and I can just get my pieces out comfortably. But here I make a huge mistake. I remember this option. I was looking at a few moves. I was looking at knight b4, trying to go into c2. Honestly, I don't remember why I didn't like this exactly, because I'm really threatening to go c2. But maybe knight 93, maybe it stops knight c2, and I kind of have to, probably go somewhere with the bishop, either to g6 or to e4. But the thing is that then I get kicked with a3, right? So I didn't really like knight e3. So I didn't go for knight b4. And I was looking at bishop f6, which it's just the more natural move attacking this pawn, and now he has to do something about it. So probably developing the bishop and protecting it. But for some reason, I didn't like this position. I saw this position, but I didn't really like this position for me, which is very weird because in this case, knight b4 is actually strong because on knight g3, I actually have bishop g6 and is not stopping knight c2, right? But I made the mistake of, for some reason, thinking that I wanted to trade this bishop for this bishop. And yeah, I don't know why exactly. I played bishop b4, of course, and he played bishop d2, and I traded. I think I just helped him, honestly, and I think this was a bad trade because his bishop was yet to be developed, and I just helped him develop, like get rid of it, right? And I should have just kept the bishop on f6, honestly, because the bishop on f6 was actually putting a lot of pressure here, and this bishop had to go defend here, and my bishop would be better than his bishop, so why trade it? But you learn with your mistakes, right? That's why we analyze our games. So bishop b4, bishop d2, trade, queen takes, and I played a5. a5 is just, I don't want to get overwhelmed on the queen side, so I definitely want to stop like a b4, which he was threatening here. Let's say I play e6, he can really go b4, right? Because can take it, the queen is protected. So yeah, just a5, he went knight g3, logical, bishop g6, rook d1, centralizing all his pieces. Now I think he's just better here. Yeah, he's just better developed. Now, queen f6, I like this move, just getting out of the way of the d file, preparing to bring one of my rooks into the d8 square. He went queen e3, which I didn't really understand, but okay, I still don't understand why. He went queen e3. Maybe he was just anticipating a rook d8, but I think that was a little bit premature. Rook fd8, knight e5, which also didn't understand why he wanted to trade that knight for my knight on c6. Okay, I just traded. He took with the pawn, which, yes, I can understand for sure. That's a strong pawn on e5. And I just went queen e7. So I feel like here it's equal. Even from just a visual perspective, I think it's equal, right? Can't really push c5, I get the d5 square. I can't really push c6, he gets the d6 square. Excuse me, the d6 square. I mean, this bishop is probably as good as this bishop. This knight can up to some squares, but I can always take it, and it's fine, right? b3, I went a4, just trying to challenge his pawn chain. He went f4, which here I was a bit scared because I was like, I wasn't expecting him to be so aggressive with f4. Now he's thinking about ideas of f5. F5 takes, maybe e6, and it starts to get a little scary for me, honestly, if he starts attacking like that. But he took and played queen b4, just trying to counterattack on the queen side, gain some initiative, right, for my pieces, and trying to distract his plan of just playing on the king side. He went bishop f3, and of course I need to protect the pawn, so I decided to play knight d7. I didn't want to just move this rook to b8. I feel like that doesn't make any sense, or just I didn't want also to trade the rooks and play rook b8 or something like that. The engine, of course, is not scared at anything and just says, queen, bishop c2, and yeah, we're all good, right? Just says bishop c2, boom, boom, and yeah, I mean, what if I take here? Oh, rook d3, yeah. No, of course I didn't see this. I never thought that c2 would be a good idea. Bishop c2, so I just protected the pawn this way with knight d7. It's all good. He went knight e4, and here I thought that I probably needed to take this knight because this knight was stronger than this bishop, in my opinion, and maybe a pawn storm would come, and I just wanted to get rid of this knight, honestly, and play a knight versus bishop middle game, which I thought that was fine for me. So I just took, and I played knight c5. Nice move. He played bishop c2, protecting b3, logical. And I went knight d7, which I don't know if it's the best. Honestly, my idea was just to go to f8, maybe bring the queen back to e7 and trade everything. Maybe that I think that was my idea. But here, yeah, probably just a move like g6 is fine. Just getting some loot for my king. But yeah, knight d7 I played. He went rook d4. Maybe just doubling the rooks on the d file, right? That's the idea, I think. Knight f8, my idea. Rook d1, queen e7. So I did play my idea out. Queen e4. B6, just protecting the pawn. Of course, is not threatening checkmate because I have my knight on f8. Knight on f8, never mate, something like that, right? So I played b6. Of course, I never want to play c6 because if I play c6, then he gets rook d6, and if I take, maybe he can just take here. But yeah, I mean, even probably like taking with the rook wouldn't be such a bad idea, right? Don't think so. So yeah, I just played b6. Also, just getting my pawns out of light squares because he has a light square bishop. Seems logical, right? He went king h2. I went g6. In case that I want to move my knight, I don't want to get checkmated, so logical. Queen c6, and here I thought that queen c6 was kind of a mistake because it just allows me to trade rooks and trade everything. So I just traded everything and I played queen d7, and I thought, okay, like, it's a draw. It's not a bad result with black pieces against a higher rated opponent, so whatever. He declined the draw, which is kind of shocking because now I get active and now I'm the only one playing for a win, right? Exactly. Queen d2. He went bishop d3. I went queen f2. And here we already were low on the clock, but relatively low. I would say like we had probably like 10 minutes on the clock, which you can say it's not low. Depends on the perspective, depends on the player, honestly. I understand that 10 minutes is not that low, especially on these type of positions where most of the pieces are traded off. It's not that complicated. But, I mean, I would say that, like, for me, anything below 30 minutes is pretty low on the clock. I start getting stressed out and stuff like that. I need to work on that, but for sure, anything below like 30 minutes, I already get stressed out. Unless I have like 30 minutes or 20 minutes and my opponent has like 5 minutes or 4 minutes. If I have more time than my opponent, it's chill. But if I have less time than my opponent or we have equal time, less than 30 minutes on this type of matches kind of starts getting to me on a like hurry up, find a move, right? That type of mentality. So bishop e2, and I went h5. I just wanted to go h4 and you know, just attack. Went queen f3, and here I thought about a lot of things. I thought about just moving the queen back to g4, to e1. But I didn't quite like the idea that he could also like play maybe g4 and start opening up things, you know. I didn't really like this idea that he could maybe start an attack on me. And so I just decided, okay, let's just trade. And here, bad move. I'm the only one who's actually playing for a win because, you know, I just go queen e1, and this is not really an attack. This is like this doesn't really work, right? And yeah, he has nothing. Like, I'm super protected, and he's the one who has to watch out. But yeah, I just decided to lazily trade everything, and I mean, after a few moves, we just agreed to a draw here, and yeah, it's just a draw. But yeah, overall, I mean, I was satisfied with this game. 4 hours of play, the last game to finish of that round. But yeah, I mean, a lot of mistakes from both of us, I would say, and yeah, just trying to figure out what pieces to trade and stuff like that, and how to maneuver in these positions where a lot of pieces are still on the board and you have to play on both sides. It was nice, but still, I mean, good result. Okay, it wasn't the end of the world drawing against a strong player like Gonzalo. So yeah, this was the second round. Soon I will upload the third round, and yeah, as of this match, my rating was 1533, and my opponent's was 1661. Hope you guys enjoyed the comeback of this series and of these videos, and make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.